Okay, good morning. Good morning, students. Okay, Sarah. So today class, and I can take a second year chapter only, that is sexual reproduction in flowering plants. No need to worry. Okay, but many examples of, because morphology of flowering plants, 2021 NEET, they are asked 3 questions, but we can't leave that one. That's why it is related to second year topic. That's why yesterday class I took only complete first year concept. Correct? Can I ask some questions from first PC concept? Means what I completed. Did you remember? You're not learn? It is not related to your NEET exam. What you are feeling about that? Okay? So it is related, but you should. So one example, you have to give the example. What is the example for perigynous flowers? Plum, peach and rose. Very good. Okay, na? So these are the 3 examples. And which flowers are having superior ovary? Very good. Okay, which flowers are superior ovary? Hypogynous flowers. And inferior of superior? Perigynous. And which flowers are showing inferior ovary? Yes. What is the name? Epigynous. Can you give the example of epigynous? Gawa and cucurbita. Even ray florets of which one? Sunflower. It is also having that. Okay. So yesterday these are the concept, and today class very important. Sexual reproduction in flowering plants. So in sexual reproduction in flowering plants, first we have to discuss about that is androecium. That is called stamens. Stamens. Okay, we can discuss stamens. Okay. Ink not there. Okay. So that is keep separately. Yes. Stamens. What is the other name of stamens? Microsporophyll. Very important. Microsporophyll. We can call them as microsporophyll. It is nothing but stamens. Microsporophylls. Clear? A group of stamens, what we can call? Androecium. So androecium is which reproductive organ? Male reproductive organ of the flower. But in this one, some adjustments are there. It is very important. Now I am completely discussing some of the extra concept. It is very important for NEET. But every point is also NEET, but it is other than NCERT we are discussing. But I already said, every year also other than NCERT, 2 questions guarantee. 2 questions they are giving. This year also, means 2021 also they are given some extra out of the NCERT, but we can easily find out. Why? Because 3 options are not correct, means compulsory 4th option if you don't know also it is correct. Correct? Are you getting my point? Okay, so that is about. That's why some extra points also there. Okay, but here based upon, you see, in a flower all the stamens are having equal size and equal length also. Correct? Generally in a flower, okay, na? So all stamens are equal size and equal length also. But in some flowers, they are having different in length. So based upon this one, the stamens are 2 types are there. What are the 2 types of the stamens? Means that is called didynamous and tetradynamous stamens. Didynamous and tetradynamous. Okay, so this is very important because previous didynamous, tetradynamous. Very important, because in the previous NEET papers, when you have to refer that one, you can easily get it, this didynamous and tetradynamous. Okay, so what is meant by didynamous? Didynamous means what? Here out of 4 stamens, okay, 2 are long and 2 are short. The long stamens are present outer side, and it is about the lower side. Okay, the best example for didynamous best example is, that is, what is the example for didynamous? Means ocimum. Ocimum means what? Tulasi plant. Tulasi plant nalli, just for your understanding, I am completely drawing here. This about the okay, corolla means, that is called petals and the tilkodi. Idmele, you see, are you observing that one? 4 stamens are there here. 4 stamens, very important of 4 stamens, but outer oral of the stamens are completely long and inner one is short. This condition is, we can call didynamous condition. Very important. Example is ocimum. The second one is called tetradynamous. In this tetradynamous, out of 6 stamens, Here 6 stamens are there. Out of 6 stamens in a flower, okay. So 4 is completely engirithandre. 4 is inner layer is present. 4 is short agirutte and 2 are long agiruttappa. 4 is short and 2 is long agirutte. So that is about tetradinomous condition. In tetradinomous conditionally, what is the best example for tetradinomous means? That is brassica. Brassica is the best example. Brassica means that is called mustard. Okay. So what is the diagram of this? Okay, it is completely looks like, you see here, it is about the gynoecium. In gynoecium nalli, did you observing that one 4 stamens? 4 stamens are long agirtitara. 4 stamens are long, but 2 stamens are short like this. Okay? But in the information I written ulta. Okay? It will change. Okay? 4 are long, but it is present inner side or lower side, and 2 are short. It is present in the outer side. This point is very, very important. Tetradinomous. But sometimes they won't give brassica. Instead of brassica, what they can give? Mustard. Means common name also they can give. One time they are not given brassica, they are not given mustard also. But they are given the family. Which family? Brassicaceae family. Brassicaceae family. Very, very important. Brassicaceae family. Or it is also called Compositae family. Compositae family. Okay. So these are tetradinomous, didynamous condition. Very, very important. Dear students, it is very, very important. Okay. So every 2 years, repeated question from this concept. Didynamous means out of 4 stamens, 2 are long, 2 are short. Example is ocimum. Tetradinomous means out of 6 stamens, 4 long and 2 are short. But here 4 long stamens are inner side and 2 long stamens are outer side. Example is brassica or mustard plant. Clear? So this is about the neat purpose, but extra information other than NCERT. Okay, we have to discuss about the structure of anther or the structure of stamen. Generally, stamen structure, it is consists of how many parts? 2 parts are there. Okay, directly I can enter the first of all structure of which one? Anther. Structure of anther. Generally, in the plants, flowers, anthers are 2 types is there. That is called dithecous anther and monothecous anther. Dithecous and monothecous anther. Did you observing that one? So this about the anther is dithecous. Dithecous means how many lobes are there? 2 lobes. 2 lobes are completely present. But sometimes monothecous anther is there. This is called monothecous anther. But idರಲ್ಲಿ very, very important ಏನಂದ್ರೆ examples. So monothecous anther best example ಏನಂದ್ರೆ hibiscus. Hibiscus is the best example. ಈಗ dithecous majority of the plants that is called the datura plant. Solanum, all are having that one, solanum. These are all are having the dithecous anther. Clear? Now we are discussing, okay. So in NCERT what they are given means the TS of dithecous anther. TS of dithecous anther, TS. Okay. But in this TS, did you observing that one? When we have to cut the transverse section of the anther, it is more or less butterfly shaped structure. Did you know? This is completely looks like that one butterfly like shape structure. Okay. So here, clear? It is having the 2 lobes. This is the 1 lobe and this is about the another lobe. These 2 lobes are completely connected by one of the vascular tissue. Vascular tissue, that is called pseudo tissue. Can you speak out what is the name of this vascular tissue? It is connecting that one the 2 lobes. This is called connective anta karitira. Connective means it is a nothing but vascular tissue. Very, very important. It is a vascular tissue because vascular tissue meaning it is consist of what it consists? Xylem and phloem. Vascular tissue, vascular supply to that one the anthers. Okay, that is called connectivity is present. It is present at the center like this. Clear? But every lobe is consist of, come on, the sac-like structure, what is the name? Microsporangia. This is called them as microsporangia. Okay, microsporangia. Ya means what? Plural. Microsporangium is a singular. That one you should remember. Idura 2021 KCT question. Dithecous anther consists of how many pollen sacs? Dithecous anther consists of how many pollen sacs? 4 pollen sacs. Okay, because microsporangia later they can produce what? Microspores. Okay, so when the microsporangia produces microspores, then microsporangia what we can call? Pollen sac. Okay, these pollen sacs are present. One time they asked the question, the pollen sacs are present at the center of the anthera or at the margins of the anthera? Margins of the anthera. Idunu 2021 NEET question, KCT question. Clear? So, but this is dithecous anther. So, dithecous anther is consist of 2 lobes and every lobe is consist of how many microsporangia? 2 micro. But what about monothecous anther? Monothecous anther, if you are completely cut into the TS and it is completely looks like this more or less. But it is having how many microsporangia? How many microsporangia? 2 microsporangia. This is very, very important for NEET examination. Understood? So, monothecous anther, it is consists of 2 microsporangia. Only 2 microsporangia is present. 2 microsporangia they have. Okay, best example of hibiscus. Hibiscus is a monothecous anther, best example. But dithecous anther, datura, solanum, all are majority of the plants are commonly showing. Okay, suppose anther major function is to produce the pollen grains, correct? But all plants anther is produce the pollen grains. No, sometimes sterile anthers also there are, sterile stamens also there. Can you speak out what is the name of the sterile? Staminodes. Very good, staminodes, very, very important, staminodes. Can you speak out which plant is commonly showing the staminodes? That is called cassia. Very, 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 very important, cassia. Okay, so it is a suspected question. Cassia, it is one of the plant is there, they can have staminodes. Staminodes meaning sterile stamens. It is completely called sterile stamens. Sterile stamens under meaning they cannot produce pollen grains. They cannot produce the pollen grains. Okay. Now, in the dithecous anther structure, when you have to observe, first of all, anther wall is there, correct? So, inside the anther wall, which one is present? Microsporangia is present or sporogenous tissue anta karitivi first. But the name of the tissue? Sporogenous. So, that's why 2 types of the parts already discussed. First of all, anther wall. Anther wall inside which tissue is present? Sporogenous tissue is present. So, these are the 2 parts generally present in the dithecous anther anatomy. Okay. Next, we are suspecting the question from anther wall. Anther wall is differentiated into how many layers? 4 layers. Name out: epidermis. Second one is called endothecium. Third one is called middle layers. And the fourth one is called tapetum, middle layers, and last one is called tapetum, it is that. Okay, question. One question they are asked in the previous meeting. In the following layer of anther wall, it contain more than 2 layers or 2 to 3 layers. Very good. Simple question. Alva, ಇವೆಲ್ಲ single layer. Epidermis ಆಗೋದು, endothecium ಆಗೋದು, middle layer, but tapetum ಆಗೋದು, ಇವೆಲ್ಲ single layers. But it is made up of 2 to 3 layers. That is very important. Okay, some of the extra points we have to discuss. Epidermis. Okay, so epidermis, it is the outermost layer, do you know? But this outermost layer mainly between the 2 microsporangia. Between the 2 microsporangia, the epidermis is having very thin wall. Our region given the name is there, that is called stomium anta karitira. Stomium. This stomium, it is one of the groove-like structure present between 2 microsporangia. It is a groove-like structure. Groove andre gottalla? So this is about the groove-like structure. It is present between the 2 microsporangia, that is called stomium. So what is the function of stomium andre? The stomium region nalle, okay, anther wall is undergoes dehiscence. Dehiscence means what? They can split. By the splitting, inside the anther, inside the microsporangia, which one is there? Pollen grains. Then only pollen grains are liberated to outside. That is important. Okay, na? So this is very, very important. Stomium. Question inge keltara. In the following part of the stamen, stomium is present. Adralli filament irutte, anther irutte. Third option 2 irutte. Fourth option none of these anta irutte. Okay, na? So anther only. So anther nalli, between the 2 microsporangium, that stomium is there. Is stomium only facilitate the releasing of the pollen grains, mainly in the mature stage or younger stage? Mature stage, that is important. Clear? ಈಗ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಎಂಡೋಥೀಸಿಯಮ್ ಎಂಡೋಥೀಸಿಯಮ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಪೆಷಾಲಿಟಿ ಇದೆಯಾ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್ ಹೈಗ್ರೋಸ್ಕೋಪಿಕ್ ನೇಚರ್ ಈಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಹೈಗ್ರೋಸ್ಕೋಪಿಕ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಲ್ಫಾ ಸೆಲ್ಲೋಸ್ ಚೈನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ alpha cellulose chains are present, that's why they are contain radial thickenings, but it is made up of single layer or multi-layer endothelium, single layer only, okay, so that is called endothelium. Mainly alpha cellulosic radial thickenings are there. This radial thickenings is having which nature? Hygroscopic nature is there, hygroscopic nature andre enartha, mainly in the presence of water they become in the presence of water they can expand, in the absence of water they become contract agutte. So contract agi they can cause the pressure on the which region? Stomium region during the which conditions? During the which condition? Maturity condition. Means what? When the antheres get the maturity, the endothelium is play an important role in the dehiscence of anther. Very important. Artha idya? Okay? When the antheres get the maturity, it will be undergoes dehiscence or not. Dehiscence means what? Split or not. But who is helpful for or who is facilitating the dehiscence of the anther means endothelium only. Stomium region alli dehiscence agutte, but ಆ stomium region alli dehiscence ಆಗಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ endothelium play an important role. This is very important. Correct? So why? Because it is having which nature is there? Hygroscopic nature is there. Hygroscopic andrinda they respond to which one? Moisture. Suppose in the atmosphere moisture is more means what? They can expand. If the moisture is less means what? They become contract. Okay. So this is about the anther wall. A diagram already you learn, this is about the epidermis. Okay. So below the epidermis which one is there? This is what we can call endothelium. It is having the radially elongated cells, okay. After that one, which layers are there? Middle layers. These are called them as middle layers. It is 2 to 3 layers are there. Come on, the middle layers are degenerate at the time of what? Maturity nalli, okay. Now middle layers are degenerate and inner layer nalli, come on, what is the name of the cells are there? Tapetum is that. Ee tapetum ige ಒಂದು speciality there. Enadu? What is the speciality of tapetum? Tapetum is showing multinucleated condition. Multinucleated condition ige one more name enda, that is called multinucleated condition ige one more name, that is very good, cenocytic condition is present. Very important, tapetum. Plus they are having, okay, so multinucleated itara, so many multinucleated conditions are there, plus dense cytoplasm is present. Cytoplasm also dense is there and good amount of food material is present. Okay, what is the function of tapetum? Very good. It gives the nourishment to the which one? Pollen grains. Okay, pollen grains ge nourishment kodutte. But idikke innondu specialty extra points also I am giving. Ee tapetum nalli a special granules are there, that is called Ubish granules anta. Ubish granules. Okay na? Ee Ubish granules are commonly present in tapetum. Idunu kelibodu. But what is the function of these Ubish granules? Means they will form sporopollenin layer of sporopollenin andre it is a part of exine or entine? Exine of pollen. It is important. Okay, and next one, ide tapetum is also completely released that one, callose. Which one?
Callase enzyme.
Yes, callase enzyme. Did you remember callase enzyme function? Yes. Okay, and one more important thing, you see, tapetum it is giving the nourishment. Okay, so nourishment jotege they can also form the sporopollenin layer of the exine. Okay, and it is also secrete which enzyme? Callase enzyme. In function?
To divide the microspore tetrad.
Very good. Microspore tetrad, because microspore tetrad andre pollen tetrad anta karitivalla. Okay, ಅದು ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಆಮೇಲೆ. ಬಟ್ ಈ ಪೋಲನ್ ಟೆಟ್ರಾಡ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಆ 4 ಪೋಲನ್ ಗ್ರೈನ್ಸ್ ಒಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಸಪ್ರೇಟ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಕ್ಯಾಲೋಸ್ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಕಾಂಪೊನೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆ. ಆ ಕ್ಯಾಲೋಸ್ನ ಡೈಜೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಕ್ಯಾಲೇಸ್ ಎನ್ಸೈಮ್ ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. Understood? That's why dispersal of the 4 pollen grains from pollen tetrad, which one is helpful? Callase enzyme is helpful. Idu, so totally that one anther wall function is over. Okay, no? Idu mele any questions? Pollen kit. So correct. Anther wall, sorry, tapetum is also helpful for what? Pollen kit. What is meant by pollen kit? Pollen kit andre ಏನು ಕೇಳಿದ್ರಾ pollen kit ಅಂತ? pollen kit andre nothing but it is a one of the waxy layer. Waxy layer is present around that one, the pollen grain is called pollen kit. So pollen kit also formed by tapetomera, one of the waxy layer. ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಪ್ರೊಟೆಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಯು ವಿ ರೇಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ. ಯು ವಿ ರೇಸಿಂದ ಪ್ರೊಟೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಪೋಲನ್ ಕಿಟ್. ಮತ್ತು ಪೋಲನ್ ಕಿಟ್ ಏನಂದರೆ ಇದೇನು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಏಡ್ ಕಿಟ್ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಬೇಡಿ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಏಡ್ ಕಿಟ್ಗೆ ಪೋಲನ್ ಕಿಟ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಸಂಬಂಧ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. Pollen kit means what? It is one of the waxy layer is present around the pollen grain. It is protecting the pollen grain from UV rays. That is. But our pollen kit also secreted by which one? Tapetum. Idra totally anther wall. Anther wall nalli ee 4 layers. But idralli very very important. Which one is helpful for dehiscence of the anther? Yes, endothecium. Ekandre endothecium is having which nature? Hygroscopic nature. Hygroscopic nature. Okay. Plus alpha cellulose chains also present. These chains are completely present. These chains is helpful for contraction and relaxation. Due to this contraction, they cause the pressure on stomium. Adike stomium, in that stomium part, they can undergoes dehiscence. Clear? Again, next, below the anther wall, what the name of the tissue is present? Sporogenous tissue is present. Is sporogenous tissue, what it consists of? Sporogenous tissue, what it consists of? Very good. Microspore mother cells. Microspore mother cells are they? Okay. Okay, now we are discussing about microsporogenesis. Microsporogenesis ಬಗ್ಗೆ discuss ಮಾಡೋಣ. Okay. So where does microsporogenesis occur? So microsporogenesis occur inside the anther or in the sporogenous tissue. Okay. First sporogenous tissue is present as sporogenous tissue. These sporogenous tissue cells all are modified into which one? Microspore mother cells. Microspore mother cells ಗೆ convert ಆಗುತ್ತಪ್ಪ. Clear? The microspore mother cells undergoes which one? Meiosis. Okay. By the meiosis they will form microspore tetrad. The microspore tetrad is also called which one? Or it is also called pollen tetrad. Pollen tetrad anta karitara. Simple. Sometimes they may ask like this one also. Okay, now flow chart ಕೊಡ್ತಾರಪ್ಪ, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ A, B, C ಅಂತ fill up the blanks ಅಂತ ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು. So that's why be careful, very simple only. Okay na? So here pollen mother cell is there. This is called pollen mother cell. Pollen mother cell, if they will undergo the meiosis, they will form the 4 pollen grains like this one. This is called pollen tetrad, or it is also called microspore tetrad. Got it? Okay. Just before we discussed, generally if whole pollen tetrad, it is both are connected with each other by one of the component is there. What is the name of the component? Callose. Callose is present. But the callose dissolve ಆಗಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ come on the which enzyme? Callase. Then only ಈ pollen tetrad later they will separated into pollen grains or not. It like pollen tetrad in the pollen grains ಎಲ್ಲ separate ಆಗುತ್ತೆ like this. Okay, 4 pollen grains are get it separated with the help of which one? With the help of callase enzyme. ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Okay, but ubish bodies ಬಗ್ಗೆನೂ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ubish bodies are present in the falling part of the flower ಅಂತ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅವಾಗ tapetum ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. middle layers ಅಲ್ಲ, ಇದು ಅಲ್ಲ. Clear? Okay, because sometimes they can find out the odd one ಅಂತ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. Find out the odd one ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಅರ್ಥ? ಎಲ್ಲ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ಸು ಅಂತರಿಂದನೇ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಬಟ್ ಒನ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಗಿವ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಪಿಸ್ಟಿಲ್. ಪಿಸ್ಟಿಲ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ ಗೈನೋಷಿಯಮ್. ಗೈನೋಷಿಯಮಿಂದ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರಪ್ಪ ಸರ್. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನೀಟ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್. ಇದು ಮೈಕ್ರೋಸ್ಪೋರೋಜೆನಿಸಿಸ್ ಫಿನಿಶ್ಡ್. ಈಗ ಮೈಕ್ರೋಸ್ಪೋರೋಜೆನಿಸಿಸ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಮೇಲೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಮೈಕ್ರೋಸ್ಪೋರ್. ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಮೈಕ್ರೋಸ್ಪೋರ್ಗೆ ಅದರ ನೇಮ್ ಏನ? ಪೋಲನ್ ಗ್ರೈನ್. ಪೋಲನ್ ಗ್ರೈನ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. Pollen grains are generally 20 in the 25 micrometers in diameter. 20 in the 25 micrometers in diameter. Okay, they are generally more or less majority of the pollen grains are completely spherical shaped. Spherical shaped structure. Correct? So, e pollen grains is completely covered by even pollen grains ne ನಾವು sporoderm ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಕರಿಬೋದರ ಗೊತ್ತಾ? It is also called sporoderm. Okay. So, e pollen grains is completely covered by 2 layers envelope already you know. What is the name? Exine and intine. Exine and intine. Okay. So, idu made up of which one? Sporopollenin. And intine is made up of which one? Lignin and cellulose. All important components. Lignin and cellulose. Sorry. Pectin and cellulose. Pectin and cellulose. It is completely present. But which one is helpful for fossilization? Fossilization ಗೆ ಯಾವುದು ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಸ್ಪೋರೋಪೊಲನಿನ್. ಇದು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ನೀಟ್. Fossilization. Meaning enda? What is meant by fossilization?
Stored as fossil.
Very good. Fossilization ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ many years back, thousands years back ಇದೆ pollen grains also. Now we are discovering that. Correct? So, but that pollen grains also still alive. Still alive. Why? But who is protecting that pollen grains for survival andre? Because of which one? Sporopollenin. Correct? ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ, okay? Sporopollenin is present in the exine or intine? Exine. Yeah. But entire pollen grain is covered by entire pollen grain is covered by exina? No, in certain part sporopollenin is absent. Correct? Absented part ಏನು ಹೆಸರಪ್ಪ? Certain parts ನಲ್ಲಿ sporopollenin is absent. That is what we can call germ pores. Germ pores ನಲ್ಲಿ sporopollenin is absent. Got the clarity? Okay. What is the function of germ pore? What is the function of germ pore? Very good. It is helpful for formation of pollen tube. Correct? Pollen tube is emerges through germ pore only. Pollen tube is emerges through germ pore only. So that is called very, very important. So, again next, inside the intine, come on, the cytoplasm is present. Cytoplasm nalli what is present? Nucleus. Correct? Only haploid nucleus or diploid nucleus? Haploid nucleus is present. But the haploid nucleus undergoes unequal division. Haploid nucleus is undergoes unequal division. Unequal division ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Because of the unequal division, they will form the how many cells? 2 cells. Name out. Vegetative cell and generative cell. Already you know, okay? So generative cell. But idರಲ್ಲಿ which one is functional? Which one is unfunctional? Generative cell is functional and vegetative cell is unfunctional. Andre they are not having ಅಷ್ಟು importance ಏನಿಲ್ಲ. But some of the scientists what they are saying means ಈ vegetative cell is helpful for formation of pollen tube ಅಂತ ಕರಿತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ vegetative cell ಗೆ tube cell ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಕರೀತಾರಪ್ಪ? ಇದನ್ನು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. Vegetative cell is also called tube cell because it is helpful for the formation of what? Pollen tube. So pollen tube formation ಅಲ್ಲಿ vegetative cell is very helpful. Okay? So pollen tube formation ಆಗಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ವೆಜಿಟೇಟಿವ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಬರಬೇಕಪ್ಪ. ಈ ಥರ ವೆಜಿಟೇಟಿವ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ಸ್ ಔಟ್ಸೈಡ್, ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಎ ಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ pollen tube. Then vegetative nucleus is entered, plus vegetative nucleus ಯಾವಾಗ ಎಂಟರ್ ಆದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ವಿಚ್ ಒನ್ ಈಸ್ ಎಂಟರ್? ಜನರೇಟಿವ್ ಸೆಲ್. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ವಾಟ್? ಜನರೇಟಿವ್ ಸೆಲ್. Generative cell is also entered. Okay? Come on, how much percentage of plants are there shed their pollen grains in 2 cell stage? 60%. You know already. Okay, no? 60% of the pollen, 60% of the plants are they can shed their okay, in 2 cell stage only. What are the 2 cell stage are present in the pollen grain? Vegetative and generative cell. Okay? Now now microspore or pollen grain anta karitivi. So microspore or pollen grain they can germinate to form which gametophyte? Male gametophyte. Correct? So that's why in the angiosperms how many cell male gametophyte is present? How many cell male gametophyte is present? How many cell? 2 cells. 2 cells ಯಾವುದು ಅಲ್ಲ. What is the name? ಹೌದು. Understood? ಅಂದ್ರೆ plant life cycle ನಲ್ಲಿರ 2 stages are there. One is called sporophytic phase. Second one is called gametophytic phase. Correct? Sporophytic phase and gametophytic phase. Sporophyte. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ ಸ್ಪೋರೋಫೈಟ್ ಇರ. ಈ ಸ್ಪೋರೋಫೈಟಿಕ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸಸ್? ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಸ್ ದೇ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸಸ್. ಹೌ ಮೆನಿ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಸ್? 2 different type of spores. That is called microspores and megaspores. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ all angiosperms, all gymnosperms are homosporous, heterosporous. Heterosporous. Why? Because what is the meaning of heterosporous? They can produce both microspores and megaspores. Clear? ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಸ್ಪೋರೋಫೈಟ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನೇ ಅದರ. ಸ್ಪೋರೋಫೈಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೇನೆ ದೇ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಸ್. ಬಟ್ ಈ ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಬೈ ಮೈಟೋಸಿಸ್ ಆರ್ ಮಿಯಾಸಿಸ್? ಮಿಯಾಸಿಸ್ is commonly present to production of the spores. Clear? So what is meant by pollen grain andre? Pollen grain is nothing but microspore, but it represents male gametophyte. It represents male gametophyte. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ once the pollen grain is start the division andre which gametophyte is start? Male gametophyte is start. How many cell male gametophyte? 2 cells male gametophyte is present. Andre angiosperms nalli gametophyte is highly reduced. We can count that one the cells of the gametophyte. ಅರ್ಥ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಮೇಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಮೆಟೋಫೈಟ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಡ್ ಔಟ್ಸೈಡ್ ದ ಪೋಲನ್ ಗ್ರೇನ್ ಆರ್ ಇನ್ಸೈಡ್ ದ ಪೋಲನ್ ಗ್ರೇನ್? ಇನ್ಸೈಡ್ ದ ಪೋಲನ್ ಗ್ರೇನ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಪೋಲನ್ ಗ್ರೇನ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಕ್ಯಾರಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ ಒನ್ pollen grain microspore, but microspore ಒಳಗಡೆ which one is there? Male gametophyte is there. ಅರ್ಥ ಇದೆಯಾ? pollen grain ಒಳಗಡೆ 2 cell stage ಅಂದ್ರೆ nothing but what? It is a male gametophyte or not? So that's why male gametophyte developed inside the pollen grain only. ಈಗ male gametophyte function in to produce which one? Male gametes. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ which one is produce a male gametes? Generative cell is produce a male gamete. But sometimes generative cell they will divide it into 2 and to form the 2 male gametes. ಈ ತರ 2 male gametes, 1 vegetative cell ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ total how many cells ಆಗುತ್ತೆ? 3 cells. But how much percent of the plants? 40% of the plants they are shed their pollen grains in how many cell stage? 3 cell stage. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ 1 is called vegetative and 2 are called male gamete. Generative ಅಲ್ಲ, male gametes. Male gametes. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಅಂದ್ರೆ majority of the plants after the pollination only that they can able to produce the male gametes. After the pollination means what? When the pollen grains are released from the anther and they will fall on the stigma and they can germinate, correct? After the germination what they will produce is pollen tube. ಈ pollen tube ಯಾವಾಗ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಆಯಿತು ಅವಾಗ ಮಾತ್ರ which one is undergoes division? Generative cell. ಅದು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಇಷ್ಟ. Okay? So microsporogenesis of our pollen grain structure also over. Okay? But exine and intine ನಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತ್ರ ಇದು ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ನೆನಪಿರ್ಬೋದು. ಇದೇ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಒನ್ ಟೈಮ್ ದೇರ್ ಆಸ್ಕ್ಡ್. ಓಕೆ, ಒನ್ paleontologist got pollen grains of one plant. One paleontologist they got pollen grains from their excavation. Excavation andrenda they're digging the soil, they got the pollen grains. But the pollen grains are still alive. What is the reason? What is the reason? Means okay, sporopollen. Simple one. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಸ್ಪೋಲೋಫೊಲನಿನ್ ಈಸ್ ಹೈಲಿ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಟು ವಿಚ್ ಒನ್? ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಟೆಡ್ ಆ್ಯಸಿಡ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಹೈ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವಿಚ್ ಒನ್ ಆಲ್ಕಲೈನ್ಗೆ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತಪ್ಪ. ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಈವನ್ ಫ್ಲೇಮ್ನಲ್ಲಿನೂ ಇದು ಹೋಗಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೈಲಿ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ದಟ್ ಒನ್ ಸ್ಪೋರೋಪೊಲನಿನ್. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ಫುಲ್ ಫಾರ್ ಫಾಸಿಲೈಸೇಷನ್. ಈ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಈಗ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವಯಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಪೋಲನ್ ಗ್ರೇನ್ಸ್. Pollen grains viability, it is very very important. I think this year they are asked the question. Viability. Viability means what? Lifespan. What is the meaning by viability? Lifespan. The lifespan of the pollen grains. Come on, the lifespan of the pollen grain is similar in all plants? No. Okay now. So lifespan we have to discuss. Lifespan is also called viability. Okay? So very very important. Only 30 minutes. 30 minutes andre na just half an hour only. Half an hour only. It is present in the which one? That is called rice and maize. Maize and wheat also. Okay? Mainly cereals anta tilkoda. Cereals. Very very important. Rice and wheat nalli. Maize and beda. Okay? Rice and wheat. Mainly cereals. Cereals nalli only 30 minutes. Okay? Up to few months varge. Come on, which plants? 3 families are there. Name out. Rosaceae family, Solanaceae family, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಇಂದ Leguminaceae family. Leguminaceae, very 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 important. ಈ 3 ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲೀಸ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಪೋಲನ್ ಗ್ರೇನ್ಸ್ ಅಪ್ ಟು ಫ್ಯೂ ಮಂತ್ಸ್ ವರೆಗೂ ದೇ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಅಲೈವ್. ಇದು ಪೋಲನ್ ವಯಬಿಲಿಟಿ. ಈಗ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, ಈ ಪೋಲನ್ ಗ್ರೇನ್ಸ್ ಇಂದ ನಮಗೆ ಡಿಸೀಸಸ್ ಬರ್ಬೋದು. ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? Because pollen grains is useful to us, at the time nalli pollen grains are harmful to us. Can you speak out which pollen grains are harmful to us? Which plant pollen grains are very harmful? Parthenium. Nenpidiyalla? Parthenium ge one more name, Congress grass. Sorry. Adu no, Congress grass antanu karitare. Congress grass ಯಾಕೆ? ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಇದು ಈ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ನೇನೋ ಅಡಾಪ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಕಲ್ಟಿವೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರಾ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಬೇಡಿ. ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ಅಂತ ಯಾಕೆ ಹೆಸರು ಬಂದಿದೆ ಅಂದರೆ, ಈ ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ವಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ದ ಟೋಪಿ, ಕ್ಯಾಪ್. ಜನರಲಿ ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ ಪೀಪಲ್, ಬಟ್ ನೌ nobody is wearing, but long back when Gandhiji in that time, okay, in the meeting with they will conduct means all are wearing the cap. All are wearing the cap, okay. So if you are completely absorbed from away from that place, only topi is only visible. Correct? ಮತ್ತು ಈ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಫ್ಲವರ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ದೇರ್, ಇನ್ಫ್ಲಾರ್ಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದೇರ್. ಇನ್ಫ್ಲಾರ್ಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ಲಿ ಲುಕ್ಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಆ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ ಲೀಡರ್ಸ್. ಆ ಹೆಸರೇ ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ರಪ್ಪ ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ಅಂತ. ಪಾಪ ಅವ್ರು ಕಲ್ಟಿವೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ, ಅವ್ರು ಇಂಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಅಲ್ಲ, ಪಾಪ ಅವ್ರನ್ನೇನು ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು, ಒಳ್ಳೆಯವರು. ಓಕೆ, ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಆರ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಟ್ ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಇದು ವೆರಿ ಡೇಂಜರ್, ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಸಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಒನ್ ಸಿವಿಯರ್ ರೆಸ್ಪಿರೇಟರಿ ಡಿಸಾರ್ಡರ್ಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಅಸ್ತಮಾ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಬ್ರಾಂಕೈಟಿಸ್. ಏನು ಸಿಂಪ್ಟಮ್ಸ್ ಅಸ್ತಮಾಗೆ ಬ್ರಾಂಕೈಟಿಸ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್? ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟಿ ಇನ್ ಬ್ರೀತಿಂಗ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಸಿಂಗ್ ವೀಸಿಂಗ್, ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ವೀಸಿಂಗ್. ಯಾಕೆ ಆ ವೀಸಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ? ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲಮೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಬ್ರಾಂಕೈ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಬ್ರಾಂಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್. ಬ್ರಾಂಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಲಂಗ್ಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಗೊತ್ತಲ್ವಾ? ಲಂಗ್ಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ ಒನ್. ಫಸ್ಟು ಟ್ರೆಕಿಯಾ ಇಸ್ ದೇರಾ, ಟ್ರೆಕಿಯಾ ಇಸ್ ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ಬ್ರಾಂಕೈ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಟು ಬ್ರಾಂಕೈ is entered into the alveoli, lungs are not. So bronchi, primary bronchi divided into secondary divided into tertiary, ಮತ್ತೆ bronchi, tertiary bronchi divided into bronchioles. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ also primary, secondary, tertiary. ಈ tertiary is ended with which one? Alveoli. But ಈ bronchioles surface ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ, it will be suffer from inflammations. ರ್ಯಾಷಸ್ ಥರ ಬರುತ್ತಪ್ಪ. ಈ ರ್ಯಾಷಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಬಂದು ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ ದೇ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ದಟ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಬ್ರಾಂಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಪಂಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊತಾರಲ್ವ, ಏರ್ ಪಂಪ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತಂದರೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಈ ಕ್ಯಾವಿಟಿ, ಆ ಲ್ಯೂಮನ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಅಗೈನ್ ದೇ ಹೌ ಟು ಓಪನ್. ಕ್ಲಿಯರಾ? ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ ಅಸ್ತ. ಈ ಪರ್ಸನ್ಸ್ ಏನಂದರೆ ಇಫ್ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಇನ್ಹೇಲ್ ದಟ್ ಒನ್ ದೀಸ್ ಪೋಲನ್ ಗ್ರೇನ್ಸ್, ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಗೋ ಅಂಡ್ ಅಕ್ಯುಮುಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಬ್ರಾಂಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್, ದೆನ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಸಸ್ ದಟ್ ಒನ್, ಓಕೆ, ಕೊಲ್ಯಾಪ್ಸ್. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಸಫರಿಂಗ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ವೀಸಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. ಇದು ಅಸ್ತಮಾ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತಾರೆ. ಈಗ ಬ್ರಾಂಕೈಟಿಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಬ್ರಾಂಕಿಯಾ ಇಸ್ ಮೇನ್ಲಿ ಸಫರ್, ಓಕೆ, ಮೇನ್ಲಿ ಸ್ವೆಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಕ್ಕರ್ಸ್. ಬ್ರಾಂಕೈಟಿಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಬ್ರಾಂಕೈ ಈಸ್ ಮೇನ್ಲಿ ಕಾಸಸ್ ಸ್ವೆಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್. ಆ ಇನ್ನರ್ ಲೈನಿಂಗ್ ಲೇಯರ್ ಇದಲ್ವಾ, ಇನ್ನರ್ ಲೈನಿಂಗ್ ಲೇಯರ್ ಈ ಸ್ವೆಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತರ. ಈ ಸ್ವೆಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಕಾಸಸ್ ದಟ್ ಒನ್ ಕೊಲ್ಯಾಪ್ಸಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಬ್ರಾಂಕೈ. ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಮ್ಯೂಕಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಕ್ಕರ್ಸ್. ಮ್ಯೂಕಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಕ್ಕರ್ಸ್. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ lungs disorders. Okay, so these are completely two types of asthma and bronchitis. ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ಬ್ರಾಂಕೈಟಿಸ್ಗೆ ಅಸ್ತಮಾಗೆ ಏನು ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್? ಅಸ್ತಮಾನಲ್ಲಿ ಬ್ರಾಂಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಸಫರಿಂಗ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲಮೇಷನ್ಸ್, ಬಟ್ ಬ್ರಾಂಕೈನಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತಪ್ಪ? ಸ್ವೆಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಕ್ಕರ್ಸ್. ಇದು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ನೀಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನ್, ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಬ್ರೀತಿಂಗ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ. Breathing and exchange of gases is a chapter is there, in that one also it will come. Idra total stamens ಬಗ್ಗೆ or microspheres or sporophylls ಬಗ್ಗೆ complete information. Clear? No doubt at all. But idu ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳ, didymous, tetradymous. Didymous ಅಂದ್ರೆ out of 4 stamens 2 are long, 2 are short. But ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ out of 6 stamens totally 2 are long, 2 are short. ಬಟ್ ಯಾವ ಸೈಡ್ ಲಾರ್ಜ್, ಯಾವ ಸೈಡ್ ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂದರೆ 4 ಲಾಂಗ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ 2 ಶಾರ್ಟ್. ಆ ಲಾಂಗ್ ಯಾವ ಸೈಡ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಇನ್ನರ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಇದೆ. ಇದು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಈ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಇನ್ನರ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಇದೆ 2, ಓಕೆ, 4 ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಔಟರ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಇದೆ 2. ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಈಸ್ ಬ್ರಾಸಿಕಾ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಕಾಲ್ ಮಸ್ಟರ್ಡ್, ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಬಿಲಾಂಗ್ಸ್ ಟು ಬ್ರಾಸಿಕೇಸಿಯೇ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಆರ್ ಕಂಪೋಸಿಟೇ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ. ಕಂಪೋಸಿಟೇ ಅಂತ ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ನೇಮ್ ಬಟ್ ಕಂಪಲ್ಸರಿ ಅಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಟು ICBN family name is must and should end with which one? ACA. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಂಪೋಸಿಟೇನೆ, ಓಕೆ, ಬ್ರಾಸಿಕೇಸಿಗೆ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೆರಿ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಸರಿ ಕಂಪೋಸಿಟಿ ಅಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ, ಸಾರಿ, ಕ್ರೂಸಿಫೆರೆ. Small change. Crucifera. It is completely crucifera. Okay, Crucifera family ಅಂತ ತಕ್ಷಣ Brassicaceae family ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Clear? No doubt. Okay, next we can go that one. Pistil. Pistil is which reproductive organ? Female reproductive organ of the flower. Okay, ಈಗ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ so many extra points will discuss pistil ಗೆ ನಾವು which one is we can call megasporophyll. ಫಿಲ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಏನು? ಲೀಫ್ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ಆಲ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲಿಕ್ಸ್, ಕರೋಲಾ, ಆಂಡ್ರೋಶಿಯಮ್, ಗೈನೋಶಿಯಮ್ ಆಲ್ ಆರ್ ಮಾಡಿಫೈಡ್ ಲೀವ್ಸೇ. ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಎಸ್ಟರ್ಡೇ ಓನ್ಲಿ ವಿ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡಿಫೈಡ್ ಲೀವ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ pistil it is consist of, come on now, pistil is consist of a group of which one? Carpels alva. A group of carpels we can call pistil anta karitivi. Matte ee carpels either fused or free. Based on that, okay, so pistil or gynoecium is how many types? 2 types. You know what is the first one is called? Apocarpus gynoecium. Second one is called syncarpus gynoecium. So what is meant by apocarpus? Apocarpus meaning, you know, here the carpels are free now or carpels are fused or free carpels are there. Free carpels, can you give the example for free carpels? What is the best example for free carpels? That is called them as Michelia ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ, Michelia ಆಗ್ಬೋದು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ನೀಲಂಬೋ, Michelia ನೀಲಂಬೋ. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಅಪೋಕಾರ್ಪಸ್. ಈವನ್ ಅನೋನಾ ಆಲ್ಸೋರಾ. ಅನೋನಾ ಅಂದ್ರೇನು? ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಸೀತಾಫಲ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಫ್ರೀ ಕಾರ್ಪಲ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ದೇ. ಕಾರ್ಪಲ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಫ್ರೀ. ಈವನ್ ರೋಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋರಾ. ರೋಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಅಪೋಕಾರ್ಪಸೇ. Okay, next one syncarpus means fused carpels. Fused carpels andre majority of the plants heltira. China rose, okay na? Yes, papawar ivella example for syncarpus. Okay, but they can give the diagram also. Adike diagram also bidbedi. You won't leave that one, the diagram also. Yakendre diagram kottu adu yav cut which type of pistil or which type of gynoecium anta kelbodu. Okay, so Michelia anta nimge gottu, but diagram gottilla andre matra waste. Correct? So in your textbook they are given the diagram like this one. You see, these all are the carpels are completely present like this, carpels. But all carpels are having, note, every carpel is having. Okay, so this is about called apocarpus or syncarpus. Apocarpus ನೋಡಿ, ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಕಾರ್ಪಲ್. ಬಟ್ ಪ್ರತಿ ಕಾರ್ಪಲ್ಗೆ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರಾ, ದಿಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಒನ್ ಕಾರ್ಪಲ್ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಪ್ರತಿ ಕಾರ್ಪಲ್ಗೆ ಆರ್ ಯು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವಿಂಗ್ ಹಿಯರ್? ಎವ್ರಿ ಕಾರ್ಪಲ್ ಈಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ವಾಟ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಸ್ಟಿಗ್ಮಾ is there, plus this is called style is there, and next one in the ovary. ಅರ್ಥ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಎವ್ರಿ ಕಾರ್ಪಲ್ is contain how many parts? 3 parts, ovary, style and stigma. ಏನ ovary, style and stigma? Let us discuss. Okay, so each carpel is consist of 3 parts. The first of all, ovary, style and stigma. Okay, but one more diagram now I am drawing now. So that is about syncarpus. Syncarpus nalli this is called hibiscus ovary. How many stigmas are present in the hibiscus ovary? Are you observing? How many stigmas? 5 stigmas are there. So previously all stigmas are separate like this one. Idu ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಪಲ್, ಇದು ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಪಲ್, ಇದು ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಪಲ್, ಇದು ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಪಲ್. Totally 5 carpels are there. But every carpel is contain how many parts? 3 parts is there. This is called ovary, style and stigma. But in the syncarpus gynoecium or syncarpus carpels nalli all carpels ovaries are fused, all carpels styles are fused, but all carpels which one also fused? Stigma also fused. But in China rose which one is not fused? Stigmas are not fused. So ಎಲ್ಲ ಫ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಇದು ನೋಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದೇ ಓವರಿ ಒಂದೇ ಸ್ಟೈಲ್ ಅಂತ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಿದೆಪ್ಪ. ಬಟ್ ಹೌ ಡಿಡ್ ಯು ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎ syncarpus ovary? ಹೌ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಅಂದರೆ by the TS of ovary. By the TS of ovary only we can find out. So if you are completely cut into the TS of ovary, okay, suppose TS of ovary also more or less ಯಾವ shape? Round shape only. But ಈ round shape ನಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಥರ, okay, ಈ ತರಹ chambers like structure is there. ಈ ಥರ ಚೇಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ನೇಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ಚೇಂಬರ್ಸ್? ಲಾಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಲಾಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್, ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಸೊ ಎವ್ರಿ ಲಾಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ಈಸ್ ರಿಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಒನ್ ಕಾರ್ಪಲ್. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ 5 ಲಾಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನರ್ಥ? 5 carpels. So that's why this pistil is called pentacarpellary gynoecium ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದಲ್ಲ. Penta means what? 5. So 5 locules are there. 5 locules. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ number of locules are is equal to number of carpels ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಇದು one of the principle. Number of locules are is equal to number of carpels. ಬಟ್ ಇದು 100% ರಿಯಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ಸಮ್ಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ಕಾರ್ಪಲ್ಸ್ ಒಂದಿದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಒಂದೇ ಲಾಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ಇರಬೇಕು ತಾನೆ, 2 ಇರುತ್ತಪ್ಪ. ಅಂದರೆ ಪ್ರತಿದಕ್ಕೂ ಎಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಷನ್ ಇದೆ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆಯಾ? ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಲಾಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಾರ್ಪಲ್ಸ್, ಬಟ್ ಇಟ್ ನಾಟ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್. ಸಮ್ಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ಒಂದೇ ಕಾರ್ಪಲ್ ಇರುವಾಗ ಒಂದೇ ಲಾಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ಇರಬೇಕು ತಾನೆ, ಬಟ್ 2 ಲಾಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ದೇರಾ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ರೇರ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್, ಬಟ್ ಈ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಈಗ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, ಇನ್ಸೈಡ್ ದ ಓವರಿ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್? ಪ್ಲಾಸೆಂಟಾ ಈಸ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್. ಆನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪ್ಲಾಸೆಂಟಾ ವಿಚ್ ಒನ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ಡ್? Ovules are attached like this one. Inside the placenta, ovules are on the placenta, ovules are attached. But the ovules number is also same in each locule? No. Okay, now one ovule is there. You see, this is called one ovule is there. Or many ovules also present like this. Got it? This is called the mass ಅಪೋಕಾರ್ಪಸ್ ಗೈನೋಶಮ್. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಸಿಂಕಾರ್ಪಸ್ ಗೈನೋಶಮ್. ಅಪೋಕಾರ್ಪಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ ಪ್ರತಿ ಓವರಿ ಸಪ್ರೇಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಆರ್ ಪ್ರತಿ ಕಾರ್ಪಲ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಸಪ್ರೇಟ್ ಲೈಕ್. ಬಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಆಲ್ ಕಾರ್ಪಲ್ಸ್ ಓವರಿ, ಆಲ್ ಕಾರ್ಪಲ್ ಸ್ಟೈಲ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸ್ಟಿಗ್ಮಾಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಫ್ಯೂಸ್ಡ್. ಬಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಚೈನಾ ರೋಸ್ ಸ್ಟಿಗ್ಮಾಸ್ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಫ್ಯೂಸ್ಡ್. But by the counting of the stigmas we can find out number of locules or number of carpels also. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ penta carpellary gynoecium ಅಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ which plant you have to remember? China rose ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. But in your plant or in your textbook they are given papaver diagram they are given ನೋಡಿ, papaver ಸರ. ಸೊ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಬಿಡಬಾರ್ದು, ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಇದು ಯಾವ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಕಾರ್ಪಲ್ ಅಂತಾನು ಕೇಳಬಹುದು. ಕ್ಲಿಯರಾ? ಓಕೆ, ಇದುರಾ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಮೈಖೇಲಿಯಾ ಅಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ದ ಮ್ಯಾಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಒನ್? ಚೈನಾ ರೋಸ್. ಇದು ಅಪೋಕಾರ್ಪಸ್, ಇದು ಸಿಂಕಾರ್ಪಸ್. Got it? ಈಗ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದ ಮೆಗಾಸ್ಪೋರೋಫಿಲ್ ಅಪೋಕಾರ್ಪಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸಿಂಕಾರ್ಪಸ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಗೋ ದಟ್ ಒನ್. ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ನೇಮ್? ಓವ್ಯೂಲ್. ಈ ಓವ್ಯೂಲ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳೋಕ್ಕೆ ಮುಂಚೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ ಪ್ಲಾಸೆಂಟೇಷನ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಮೊನ್ನೆ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ, ನೆನಪಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ? ಪ್ಲಾಸೆಂಟೇಷನ್, ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಮೀನ್ ಬೈ ಪ್ಲಾಸೆಂಟೇಷನ್? ದ ಮೋಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಅರೇಂಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಓವ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ಸೈಡ್ ದ ovary. Correct? How many type of placentations are there? 4 types. 4 types or 5 types are? 4 types. 4 types of placentation is there. First of all, marginal placentation, axial placentation, parietal placentation, free central, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು also there. ಅಂದರೆ ಟೋಟಲಿ 5. ಸರ, ನಾನೊಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ, ಅದು ಯಾವ ಪ್ಲಾಸೆಂಟೇಷನ್ ದೇ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಶೋ ಅಂತ ನೀವು ಹೇಳಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ಏನು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಮಸ್ಟರ್ಡ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ವಿಚ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ಲಾಸೆಂಟೇಷನ್? ವಿಚ್ ಒನ್? ಓಕೆ, ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾ? ಮಸ್ಟರ್ಡ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ವಿಚ್ ಪ್ಲಾಸೆಂಟೇಷನ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಕರ್ಸ್? ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್, parietal placentation is occurs. Parietal placentation occur in mustard. Even argemone also. Argemone and this one. And dianthusನಲ್ಲಿ what type of placentation? ಡಯಾಂಥಸ್ ಇದೆ ಡಯಾಂಥಸ್ ಅಂತ ಇದೆ, ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬುಕ್ನಲ್ಲಿನೂ ಇದೆ. ನೋ, ಡಯಾಂಥಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಫ್ರೀ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಪ್ಲಾಸೆಂಟೇಷನ್ ಅಪ್ಪ. ಫ್ರೀ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಪ್ಲಾಸೆಂಟೇಷನ್ ಇನ್ ಡಯಾಂಥಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಕಾಮನ್ ನೇಮ್ ನೋಡ್ದಿರಪ್ಪ. ಓಕೆ, ಡಯಾಂಥಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ free central placentation is present in the dianthus. Okay, and what about which placentation is present in the pea plant? Marginal placentation. China rose. Which one? Axial placentation appa. Axial placentation in sunflower. Which one? Basal placentation. Sunflower nalli basal placentation is there. Got it? ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ಎಲ್ಲ 5 ಮುಗೀತು. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್? ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಬಟ್ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ 5 ಪ್ಲಾಸೆಂಟೇಷನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಹೌ ಮೆನಿ ಪ್ಲಾಸೆಂಟೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ಯೂನಿಲಾಕ್ಯುಲಾರ್ ಓವರಿ? ಬೇಸಲ್ ಪ್ಲಾಸೆಂಟೇಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಓನ್ಲಿ 1 locule is present. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್
Free center.
Free central appa. Free central placentation also only one locule only present. Best example capsicum also. Capsicum ಗೊತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ಸಿಕಮ್ ನೀವು ಟಿ ಎಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಫ್ರೂಟ್ ಟಿ ಎಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತಪ್ಪ. ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಎಟ್ ದ ಸೆಂಟರ್? ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಸೀಡ್ಸ್. ಸೀಡ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ಓವ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ಸಿಕಮ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಒನ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಫ್ರೀ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಪ್ಲಾಸೆಂಟೇಷನ್. ಬಟ್ ಫ್ರೀ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಪ್ಲಾಸೆಂಟೇಷನ್ಗೆ ಆಕ್ಸೈಲ್ ಪ್ಲಾಸೆಂಟೇಷನ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಇದು ಮಲ್ಟಿ ಲಾಕ್ಯುಲಾರ್ ಅವರಿ. ನೋಡ್ರ, ಲಾಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್, ಮೇನ್ಲಿ ಸೆಪ್ಟಾ ಈಸ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್. ನೋಡಿ ಸೆಪ್ಟಾ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಸೆಪ್ಟಾ ದೇ ಬಿಕಮ್ ಲಾಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್. ಬಟ್ ಈ ಲಾಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ತೆಗಿದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ ವಿಚ್ ಒನ್? ಫ್ರೀ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಪ್ಲಾಸೆಂಟೇಷನ್. Free central placentation where we can observe in dianthus. Dianthus nalli we can observe this. Correct? We have to discuss about ovule. What is the other name of ovule? Ovule is also called megasporangium. Okay? And you only speak out. I can draw the diagram and what is the shape of this one. Okay? You already know everything. But I should explain, one time, that is... Correct? And what is the name of this part? The stalk of the yes, what is the name? Stalk of the ovule is what we can call funicle. Opening of the ovule is what we can call micropyle. This is what we can call micropyle. You can next one of the diploid tissue is present here. What is the name of the diploid tissue? Nucellus. Correct? Nucellus. Do you remember? Nucellus is there, and where the funicle and the body of the ovule is connected, what is the name? Hilum. Hilum is the region is present. Correct? From the nucellus, come on, the female gametophyte is development is occur. Did you observe that one? What is the name of the female gametophyte? Embryo sac. But embryo sac is present in the matured ovule or young ovule? Matured ovule. Young ovule nalli only nucellus only present. Okay? But question is there asked. What is the question they can ask means? In this one, which one is haploid and which one is diploid? That one questions they are asked. Okay? So here, which one is diploid? Nucleus. Very good. Okay? Funicle is diploid. Hilum is also diploid. Next, micropyle is not a part. Which one? Nucellus. And here also one more part also there. Name out chalaja. Or khalaja anta helbodu. Chalaja anta helbodu. Okay? This 2000 NEET nalli one question kottidru. So now totally this is in this total part, which one is belongs to sporophyte, which one is belongs to gametophyte? Here two stages are there. Sporophytic stage is there, gametophytic stage is there. But which one is belongs to sporophyte, which one is? Yes, embryo sac is belongs to gametophyte. Remaining is total called sporophyte. Clear? So now, this is about the one fruit is there. Fruit anta tilkoli. This is called the as fruit. Correct? So fruit is nothing but it is belongs to sporophyte or gametophyte? Sporophyte. So sporophyte olagade, come on now. Sporophyte is nothing but fruit. But if fruit olagade, come on now, which one is present? Seeds are present. Seeds. Correct? Seeds are present. Seeds are nothing but which one? The ovules. Ovules say seeds anta karitara. Matte ovule olagade which one is present? This is one. Which one is present? Seeds olagade which one is present? Embryo is present. Embryo. Artha agtidiya? Okay? Andre this about the sporophyte is there and embryo. Embryo is a diploid or haploid? Embryo is diploid or haploid? Embryo is diploid or haploid? Embryo is diploid. So embryo is developed from which one? Zygote. Zygote in the alpha embryo develop agudu. That's why embryo also which one? 2n. Here fruit also completely fruit anta helidalla. Fruit also completely sporophyte. Sporophyte means what? 2n. So here sporophyte is 2n and embryo also 2n. But idralli which one is the parental sporophyte? Which one is the offspring sporophyte? Andre, yes, parental sporophyte, this one, and offspring sporophyte, which one? The embryo. Andre, totally inside the fruit or inside the seed, two generations tissues are present. Anta helboda. One is parental sporophyte tissue is present in the seed, plus newly offsprings or progeny sporophyte also present. progeny sporophyte also present. They are asked about the one time. This 2000, I think 2020. 2020. 2 generations tissues are present in the seed. 2 generations. One is parental sporophyte generation. Second one in the offspring's sporophytic generation. Also there. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದೆಯಾ? ಕೆಲವೊಬ್ಬರಿಂದ ಕ್ಯಾಚ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಏನಿಲ್ಲ. Okay. So ovule alva. It is this ovule is alva. It is modified into seed. Correct? Ovule is completely modified into which one? Seed. Okay. But ovule ಮತ್ತು seed both are completely belongs to sporophyte or not? Ovule, seed both are completely belongs to sporophyte or not? Yes. Okay. Next, after fertilization, ovule is modified into which one? Seed. Seed is there. Means what? Actually, inside the ovule, first what is there? Embryo sac is there. Embryo sac is belongs to which one? Embryo sac is belongs to gametophyte. Gametophyte. The gametophyte is consist of which one? Egg cell is present. Correct? Egg cell is present. Synergids are there. Plus, what is the name of these cells are present here? Antipodal cells are there. Impact okay na? So, double fertilization aitu here once. Double fertilization agi here one zygote. Next here polar bodies also fertilize agi what they will form? Primary endosperm nucleus. Nenapidalva double fertilization. Double fertilization is the characteristic of which animals? Sorry, which plants? Angiosperms. Angiosperms. ಈ angiosperms ನಲ್ಲಿ one male gamete is fertilized with which one? Egg cell. Another male gamete is fertilized with which one? Polar nuclei or secondary nucleus. ಅರ್ಥ ಇದೆಯಾ? Okay, andre finally here which one is formed? Zygote is formed. Zygote is later developed into which one? Embryo. Clear? So after fertilization also we can call ovule is called ovula. No, ovule is what we can call seed. So seed ಒಳಗಡೆ embryo is there, but embryo is not belongs to parental sporophyte. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ sporophyte ಅಂದ್ರೇನೆ diploid stage, but here embryo is which stage? Diploid stage. Embryo is diploid stage. Got it? So this is about the main. But ಇದೇ ಸೀಡ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಎನಿ ಗ್ಯಾಮೆಟೋಫೈಟಿಕ್ ಜನರೇಷನ್ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಎನಿ ಗ್ಯಾಮೆಟೋಫೈಟಿಕ್ ಜನರೇಷನ್ ಇಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಸೀಡ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಎನಿ ಗ್ಯಾಮೆಟೋಫೈಟಿಕ್ ಜನರೇಷನ್ಸ್? ಗ್ಯಾಮೆಟೋಫೈಟಿಕ್ ಜನರೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ಎಂಬ್ರಿಯೋ ಸ್ಯಾಕ್ ಕಥೆ ಮುಗೀತು. ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಫರ್ಟಿಲೈಸೇಷನ್ ಎಂಬ್ರಿಯೋ ಸ್ಯಾಕ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಓಕೆ. ಹಿಯರ್ ಎಗ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಅದೇ ಝೈಗೋಟಿಸ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಆಗಿ ಎಂಬ್ರಿಯೋ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇದು ಎಂಡೋಸ್ಪರ್ಮ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವಿಚ್ ಒನ್ ಈಸ್ ಡಿಜನರೇಟ್? ಆಂಟಿಬೋಡಲ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಡಿಜನರೇಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಸಿನರ್ಜಿಡ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಡಿಜನರೇಟ್. ಕತೆ ಮುಗೀತು. ಈಗ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? Two generations sporophyte is present in the seed. One is called parental sporophyte and progeny sporophyte also there. This is very important. This question agutte. The following part of the plant, it is having two generations tissues. Yes, 2 generations tissues andre that is nothing but only seed. ಮತ್ತು ಫ್ರೂಟ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಕಾಣಲ್ಲ, ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ಫ್ರೂಟ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಸೀಡ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಬಟ್ ಪೆರಿಕಾರ್ಪ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ, ಪೆರಿಕಾರ್ಪ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್? ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ಫ್ರೂಟ್ ವಾಲೆ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ ದ ಮ್ಯಾಸ್ ಪೆರಿಕಾರ್ಪ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಇದು ಟೋಟಲಿ ಒವ್ಯೂಲ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್. ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಸೀಡ್లో gametophyte is absent. No gametophyte. Why? Because gametophyte is degenerate. A gametophyte is degenerated by sporophyte. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಡಿಜನರೇಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಪ್ಪ. ಸೀಡ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಆಂಟಿಬೋಡಲ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ದೇರಾ, ಸೀಡ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಸಿನರ್ಜಿಡ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ದೇರಾ, ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಡಿಜನರೇಟ್ ಅಂತ ನೀವೇ ಓದಿರಲ್ಲ. ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ಫರ್ಟಿಲೈಸೇಷನ್ ಈವೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ಫರ್ಟಿಲೈಸೇಷನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಫರ್ಟಿಲೈಸೇಷನ್ ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಆರ್ ಅಕರ್ಸ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ಲಿ ಡಿಜನರೇಟ್. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಗ್ಯಾಮೆಟೋಫೈಟ್ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟು ಯಾವ ಟಿಶ್ಯೂ ಇಲ್ಲ ಇನ್ ದ ಮೆಚ್ಯೂರ್ಡ್ ಸೀಡ್. ಮೆಚ್ಯೂರ್ಡ್ ಸೀಡ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಗ್ಯಾಮೆಟೋಫೈಟ್ ಜನರೇಷನ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್. ಓನ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಪೋರೋಫೈಟಿಕ್ ಜನರೇಷನ್ಸ್, ಅದು 2 ಸ್ಪೋರೋಫೈಟಿಕ್ ಜನರೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಟಿಶ್ಯೂ ಇಸ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್. ಇಷ್ಟು ಡೆಪ್ತಾಗಿ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬುಕ್ ಓದ್ತೀವಿ, ಬಟ್ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ತಾನೆ. ಒಂದು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಅಂದರೆ 4 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್. ಒಂದು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಹೋಯ್ತು ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, 4 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. 4 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಹೋಯ್ತು ಅಂದರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಹಾಂ ಎಸ್ 4+1 5 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. 5 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಹೋಯ್ತು ಅಂದರೆ ನೋಡಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ರ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್. 100 ಅಲ್ಲ, ಥೌಸಂಡ್ಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ರ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸಾ, ಥೌಸಂಡ್ಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ರ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಕೇರ್ಫುಲ್ ಒಂದೇ ಅಂತ ಮಾತ್ರ ನೀವು ಕೇರ್ಲೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಸೊ ಇದು ಪಿಸ್ಟಿಲ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್. ಈಗ ಪಿಸ್ಟಿಲ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ವಿಚ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಕ್ಕರ್ಸ್? ಫೀಮೇಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಮೆಟೋಫೈಟ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಕ್ಕರ್ಸ್. ಇದೇ ಫೀಮೇಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಮೆಟೋಫೈಟ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಈ ಸತಿ KCET ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳಿದರು. ಏನು ಕೇಳಿದರು ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡವಾಗ ಎಸ್ ನೆನಪಿದೆಯಾ? ಏನೋ ಸರ್ KCET ಆಗಿ ತಿಂಗಳಾಯಿತು, ಹೀಗೇನು ನೆನಪಿರುತ್ತಾ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತೀರಾ? ಓಕೆನಾ, ನೆನಪು ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಫಸ್ಟು ಮೆಗಾಸ್ಪೊರಾಂಜಿಯಂ ಮೆಗಾಸ್ಪೊರಾಂಜಿಯಂ ಒಳಗಡೆ ವಿಚ್ ಗ್ಯಾಮೆಟೋಫೈಟ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಕ್ಕರ್ಸ್? ಫೀಮೇಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಮೆಟೋಫೈಟ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ಬಟ್ ಆ ಫೀಮೇಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಮೆಟೋಫೈಟ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ ವಿಚ್ ಟಿಶ್ಯೂ ಈಸ್ ಇನ್ವಾಲ್ವ್? ನ್ಯೂಸೆಲ್ಲಸ್. ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ನ್ಯೂಸೆಲ್ಲಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ವಾಲ್ವ್. ದಟ್ ಒನ್ ನ್ಯೂಸೆಲ್ಲಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಡಿಪ್ಲಾಯ್ಡ್ ಆರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪ್ಲಾಯ್ಡ್ ಟಿಶ್ಯೂ? ಡಿಪ್ಲಾಯ್ಡ್ ಟಿಶ್ಯೂ. ಸೊ ನ್ಯೂಸೆಲ್ಲಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ನ್ಯೂಸೆಲ್ಲಸ್ ಅಂತ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ, ಈ ನ್ಯೂಸೆಲ್ಲಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ನ್ಯೂಸೆಲ್ಲಸ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಈಸ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಷಿಯೇಟೆಡ್ ಟು ಫಾರ್ಮ್ which one? Megaspore mother cell. What is the ploidy of megaspore mother cell? Come on, what is the ploidy? 2n condition. Correct? So a 2n of megaspore undergoes which one? Meiosis. By the meiosis, they can form how many megaspores? 4 megaspores. The 4 megaspores nalli how many are degenerate? 3 are degenerate and 1 is functional. Functional megaspora. Okay, 3 are degenerate, 1 is a functional. 1 is only functional. That is what we can call functional megaspore anta keritira. Functional megaspore. Question. But ಆ 3 degenerate ಆಗಿದೆ, ಯಾವ ಸೈಡ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಡಿಜೆನರೇಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾ ನಿಮಗೆ? ಯಾವ ಸೈಡ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಜೆನರೇಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾ? ನೋ, ಮೈಕ್ರೋ ಪೈಲ್ ರೀಜನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ 3 ಆರ್ ಡಿಜೆನರೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಯಾವ ಸೈಡ್ ಇದೆ ಅದು ಮಾತ್ರ ಆಕ್ಟಿವೇಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾ? ಎಸ್, ಚಲಾಜಾ ರೀಜನ್. ಸೊ ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಅಪಾನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ 2 types of embryo sacs are there. 2 types of embryo sacs are present in the plants. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆಯಾ? ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಮೆಗಾಸ್ಪೋರ್ ಮದರ್ ಸೆಲ್, 4 megaspores, 3 are degenerate. ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ವಿಚ್ ಸೈಡ್ 3 megaspores are degenerate ಅಪ್ಪ? Micropyle region. Only chalaja side megaspore only functional. Chalaja side microspore only functional. ಮೊನ್ನೆ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದೆ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್. ಓಕೆ, chalaja side microspore. Okay, this is called the as chalaja. Okay, so first for your understanding, so first here, okay, first this is dyad and finally directly I am drawing about 4. But 4 are present in the tetrad form or in the linear form? Linear form. Okay, so here this is micropylar region anta tilkodi. Micropylar idu enanta tilkona? Chalaja region. So 3 are degenerate. Okay na? Micropylar region 3 are degenerate, but chalaja side matra it is completely functioning. This is called functional megaspore. This phenomenon is first discovered in Polygonum type of embryos. Polygonum anta ಒಂದು ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಸ್ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ ಪಾಲಿಗೋನಮ್ ಎಂಬ್ರಿಯೋ ಸ್ಯಾಕ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. This is generally calling as Polygonum type of embryo sac. Polygonum type of embryo sac. Where it is present? It is present majorityly, ಅಂದರೆ 80% of the plants. Majority of the plants nalli which type of embryo sac ra? Polygonum type of embryo sac. Okay, or it is also called monosporic embryo sac anta ಕರೀತಾರೆ. Monosporic embryo sac. Monosporic embryo sac. Under meaning, what is meant by monosporic embryo sac? Only one functional megaspore in the embryo sac development is occurs. Adenge andre first of all this is called the as megaspore. Okay na? Megaspore. Come on, megaspore ಒಳಗಡೆ come on, which one is occurs? Nuclear division or cellular division? Nuclear division. Okay, so this is called one type of which one? Mitosis or meiosis? Mitosis. Mitosis is a karyokinesis or cytokinesis? Karyokinesis. Karyokinesis meaning in the division of nucleus. You see, first time nucleus occurs. Next one, okay, 2 nuclei are formed. 2 is become next one in the, yes, 4 agute. This is about the second mitotic division, second mitosis. Next one, third mitosis. Third mitosis nalli here how many is there? Here is there, here 4 completely formed. This is called what? Okay, third mitosis. First mitosis, second mitosis, and third mitosis. Totally, how many are formed towards the micropyle region and chalaza region? 4 is formed. ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ ಕ್ಯಾರಿಯೋಕೈನೆಸಿಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಸೈಟೋಕೈನೆಸಿಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಸೈಟೋಕೈನೆಸಿಸ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಇಸಿ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸೈಟೋಕೈನೆಸಿಸ್. ಈ ಸೈಟೋಕೈನೆಸಿಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಕಮಾಂಡ ಇದು ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯಸ್ ಇದೆಯಾ, ಈ 4 ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಕಮಾಂಡ ಹೌ ಮೆನಿ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಮೂವ್ ಟು ದ ಸೆಂಟರ್? How many nuclei are moved to the center? Yes, okay. Here 3 only present. Here how many are moved to the center? 2 are moved to the center. Next, after the moving, come on, which formation is occurs? That is called cell wall formation is occurs. This phenomenon is what we can call cytokinesis. Anta karitivi, cytokinesis. But one time they are asked, for the formation of these cells, how many mitotic divisions are required? Anta ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ? 3 mitotic divisions are required. Clear? ಅದೇ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಓಕೆ, ಈಗ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್, ಇದು ಮೈಕ್ರೋಪೈಲ್ ರೀಜನ್ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಇದು ಮೈಕ್ರೋಪೈಲಾರ್ ರೀಜನ್, ಇದು ಚಲಾಜಾ ರೀಜನ್ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ಲಿ ಚೇಂಜ್ಡ್ like this. It is completely changed. Totally 3 cells are completely formed here, and here 2 cells. Heltira, what is the name of the 2 cells are formed here? Synergids. This is called the mass synergids. And what is the name of this one? Egg cell. And what is the name of this one? Antipodals. And this one is called polar nuclei. Remember, everything is, you know, okay, but synergids on the specialty there. What is the specialty? That is called filiform apparatus is completely present. If filiform apparatus is present in synergids, but towards the micropylar region or towards the chalaza region, micropylar region is important. What is the function of synergids? Synergids are guide the pollen tube entry. Clear? So, ಇದು ಪಾಲಿಗೋನಮ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಂಬ್ರಿಯೋ ಸ್ಯಾಕ್, ಆರ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಕಾಲ್ ಮೋನೋಸ್ಪೋರಿಕ್ ಎಂಬ್ರಿಯೋ ಸ್ಯಾಕ್. ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಾ? ಇದೇ ಕಾಮನು. ಬಟ್ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾರ, ಔಟ್ ಆಫ್ 4 ಮೆಗಾಸ್ಪೋರ್ಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ 2 ಮಾತ್ರ ಡಿಜೆನರೇಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಾರೆ. 2 ಮಾತ್ರ ಡಿಜೆನರೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ರಿಮೈನಿಂಗ್ 2 ಮೆಗಾಸ್ಪೋರ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಫೀಮೇಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಮೆಟೋಫೈಟ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಕರ್ಸ್. ಅರ್ಥ ಇದೆಯಾ? ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಡೈಸ್ಪೋರಿಕ್ ಎಂಬ್ರಿಯೋ ಸ್ಯಾಕ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಅರ್ಥ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಹಿಯರ್ 3 are degenerate, 1 only functional or not. This is called polygonum type of embryo sac or not? This is called polygonum type of embryo sac. But sometimes embryo sac is developed from how many megaspores? 2 megaspores. 2 megaspores in the develop ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ. But that is called what we can call? Yes, disporic embryo sac ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. But sometimes no megaspores are degenerate. ಎಲ್ಲ 4 cells are involved for the formation of the gametophyte. That is called tetrasporic ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. Got it? So monosporic, disporic and tetrasporic. But majority of the plants are commonly showing monosporic type of embryo sac only. This is important for NEET examination. And one more also you have to remember, it is called polygonum type. Why? Because it is first discovered in Polygonum divaricatum ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್, Polygonum divaricatum ಅಂತ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಸ್ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಬೈ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಸ್ಬರ್ಗರ್. ಈ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ವೇರ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಸ್ಬರ್ಗರ್. Okay, so that is. ಈಗ some of the extra points also we should learn from this pistil region. ಅದೇ types of ovules ನೆನಪಿದೆಯಾ? types of ovules. Okay, types of ovules ಕೇಳಿದಿರಾ? Yes, divaricatum, Polygonum divaricatum ಅಂತ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಇಂದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅದೇ ಹೆಸರು ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ರಪ್ಪ, Polygonum type of embryo sac development ಅಂತ. ಓಕೆ, ಈಗ ನಾವು ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ovules ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಓಕೆ, ಇದು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ, ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ದೇರ್ ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬುಕ್. Types of ovules. ಈ types of ovules, different types are there. The first one is called orthotropous ovule. Second one, anatropous ovule. And third one is hemianatropous ovule. Next one in the fourth one is called cercinotropous ovule. Also there, campylotropous ovule. Okay, and fifth one is called, okay, that is next one, cercinotropous ovules anta tilkoli. Cercinotropous ovules. Sarsinotropous ovule anta totally 5 types is there. Okay, next Orthotropous, right? It is called straight ovule anta karitara. Straight ovule, mainly majority of gymnosperms nalli Orthotropous is present, and it is a primitive type. Very important, it is a primitive type of ovule. ನೋಡಿದಿರಾ ಈ ಆರ್ಥೋಟ್ರೋಪಸ್ ovule ನಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, this is called them as micropyle and this is called them as chalaja. Okay, are you observing here? This is called micropyle, this is called chalaja, and what is the name of this one? Funicle. It is present in same line da ನೋಡಿ, ಒಂದೇ ಲೈನ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಅರ್ಥ ಇದೆಯಾ? ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಮೈಕ್ರೋಪೈಲ್, ಚೆಲಾಜಾ, ಫಿನಿಕಲ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ಎ ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಲೈನ್ ನಲ್ಲಿದೆ. ಆ ಥರ ಇದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಇದು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟ್ ವ್ಯೂಲ್ ಅಂತ ಯಾಕೆ ಕರಿತೇವೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಇದೇ ರೀಸನ್. ಮೇನ್ಲಿ ಸೈಕಸ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ನಲ್ಲಿ, ಸೈಕಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಎ ಜಿಮ್ನೋಸ್ಪರ್ಮ್, ಜಿಮ್ನೋಸ್ಪರ್ಮ್ಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆರ್ಥೋಟ್ರೋಪಸ್ ಆರ್ಥೋಟ್ರೋಪಸ್ ವ್ಯೂಲ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್. ಓಕೆ, and how many degrees angle we can observe between the funicle and micropyle? Funicle ge micropyle ge madhya how many degrees angle da? 180 degrees. Yes, 180 degrees angle is present, but it is near with each other, far away from each other, far away from each other. Next one are Anatropous. Anatropous andre, yes, idikke ulta andre inda same ade micropyle. Okay, but here did you observing here, this is about the one more type is there, one more type. Okay, same here, are you observing that? This is Anatropous ovule. Anatropous ovule ನಾವು ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀರಾ? ಇನ್ವರ್ಟೆಡ್ ovule ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀರಾ. ಇನ್ವರ್ಟೆಡ್ ovules ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾರಾ? 82% ಆಫ್ ಡೈಕಾಟ್ಲಿಡಾನಸ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ angiospermic plants. 82% ಆಫ್ ಟೋಟಲಿ angiospermic plants are which type? Anatropous type. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಕಾಮನ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ovule ಯಾವುದಂದ್ರೆ Anatropous ovule ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Anatropous ovule. ಓಕೆ, ಈಗ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಹೆಮಿ ಅನಾಟ್ರೋಪಸ್. ಹೆಮಿ ಅಂತ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಹೆಮಿ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್? ಹಾಫ್, ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಸೊ ಹಾಫ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಟೋಟಲಿ ಹೌ ಮೆನಿ ಡಿಗ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಂಗಲ್ ಈಸ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್? 90 degrees angle is present. 90 degrees angle is present. That is called hemi anatropous ovule. That is called mainly Primula ranunculus. Primula ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಇದೆ, ranunculus ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಇದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಈಗ Campylotropous also one type of that is called them as Anatropous ovule. But here ಈ Campylotropous ovule ನಲ್ಲಿ did you observing that? So here the angle is completely some more different like this. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? This is called Anatropous, this is called Campylotropous. Campylotropous ಗೆ Anatropous ಗೆ ಲಿಟಲ್ ವೇರಿಯೇಷನ್ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರಾ? ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ದ ಮ್ಯಾಸ್ ಫ್ಯೂನಿಕಲ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಮೈಕ್ರೋಪೈಲ್. ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ವೆರಿ ನಿಯರ್ ವಿತ್ ಈಚ್ ಅದರ್. ನೋಡಿ, ವೆರಿ ನಿಯರ್ ವಿತ್ ಈಚ್ ಅದರ್, ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಲಿಟಲ್ ಅವೇ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಈಚ್ ಅದರ್. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ದ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ Campylotropous. ಈ Campylotropous ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಲೆಗ್ಯುಮಿನೇಸಿಯೇ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ. ಲೆಗ್ಯುಮಿನೇಸಿಯೇ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿನಲ್ಲಿ Campylotropous ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್. ಓಕೆ, ಈಗ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ Sarsinotropous ovule ಅಂದರೆ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಓಕೆ ಫಿನಿಕಲ್ ಈಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಎನ್ಲಾರ್ಜ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್. ಫಿನಿಕಲ್ ಈಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಎನ್ಲಾರ್ಜ್. ಈ ಎನ್ಲಾರ್ಜ್ಡ್ ಫಿನಿಕಲ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ಲಿ ಕವರ್ ದಟ್ ಒನ್ Orthotropous ovule. Orthotropous ovule ನಿ ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂತು ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ Sarsinotropous ovule. ಇದು ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಒಪನ್ಶಿಯಾ ಅಂತ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಒಪನ್ಶಿಯಾ ಅಂತ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತು ನಿಮಗೆ? ಒಪನ್ಶಿಯಾ ಇಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎ xerophytic ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್. ಈ xerophytesನಲ್ಲಿ ಒಪನ್ಶಿಯಾ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಲ್ಲ? Pilloclades are present. ನೆನಪಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ? Pilloclades are present in the Opentia. But Opentia-ನಲ್ಲಿ what type of ovule is present? Sarsinotropous. Meaning in the ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ this is called funicle. Funicle is very elongated funicle is present, and the surrounding of the ovule like a spring-like structure is present. But actually it is a which type of ovule? Orthotropous ovule. It is a one type of Orthotropous ovule. But ಇದಕ್ಕೇನು ಸ್ಪೆಷಾಲಿಟಿ ಅಂದರೆ in specialty funicle is completely covering more rings are present. Got it? Idu total types Campylotropous is present in the Leguminosae family, but 82% of the angiospermic plants are commonly showing which type of that? Anatropous ovule only. Okay, in your textbook, what is the name of the anatropos of villi? Nodi, anatropos of villi antakshna. Okay, funicle and micropyle both are close with each other, are adjacent with each other. That is, you should remember for this. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಇಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ ಇವತ್ತು ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಮಾಡಲಾ, ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡಲಾ, ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಕೊಡಲಾ? 1.5 hour. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಪಾಲಿನೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಲಾ? ಓರಲಾಗಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ನೀವು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಡಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಪಾಲಿನೇಷನ್ ಎಷ್ಟುವರೆಗೆ ನೆನಪಿದೋ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್. Okay, pollination. What is the meaning of pollination? Pollen grain from anther to stigma. Correct? Pollination is commonly occurs by how many methods? 3 methods. The first one is called autogamy, geitonogamy, xenogamy. But idralli which one is looks like a cross pollination but genetically self pollination? Which one? Geitonogamy. But which one is the correct cross pollination? Xenogamy. Correct? Xenogamy is the correct pollination. Correct? In pollination? Cross pollination. Correct? First, autogamy. Autogamy yavaga possible agutte in a flower? In a bisexual flower nalli matra it is possible agutte. Matte synchronization compulsory. Synchronization andre eno? Both anther and stigma mature at same timings. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸಿಂಕ್ರನೈಸಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಆಂಥರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸ್ಟಿಗ್ಮಾ ಇನ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಟೈಮಿಂಗ್ಸ್, ಇಟ್ ಲೀಡ್ಸ್ ಟು ವಿಚ್ ಒನ್? ಆಟೋಗಮಿ. ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ ಮೇನ್. ಬಟ್ ಇದೇ ಆಟೋಗಮಿ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಕ್ಲಿಸ್ಟೋಗ್ಯಾಮಸ್ ಫ್ಲವರ್ಸ್. ನೆನಪಿದೆಯಾ? ಕ್ಲಿಸ್ಟೋಗ್ಯಾಮಸ್ ಫ್ಲವರ್ಸ್ ನೆನಪಿದೆಯಾ? ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಫಾರ್ ಕ್ಲಿಸ್ಟೋಗ್ಯಾಮಸ್ ಫ್ಲವರ್ಸ್? ಆಕ್ಸಾಲಿಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕೊಮ್ಮಿಲೀನಾ. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಸೊ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವಯೋಲಾ ಆಲ್ಸೋ. ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್. ಕಾಮನ್ ಪ್ಯಾನ್ಸಿ. ಅಂದರೆ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಬರಬೇಕು, ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ನೆನಪಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ವೇಸ್ಟಿಗ. ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸೇ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಹಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಬಯಾಲಜಿ. ಮೇನ್ಲಿ ಈ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸೇ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಹಾರ್ಟ್. ಈ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮರ್ತೋಗಿದ್ರು, ಏನೋ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ನೆನಪಿದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ನೋ ಯೂಸ್ ಎಟ್ ಆಲ್. ಸನಾ? ಓಕೆ, ಎಸ್. ಮತ್ತು ಓದೋಕ್ಕೆ ಬೋರಿಂಗ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ನಿಮಗೆ? ಓದಿದೆ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟೇ ಸರ್, ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಕೇಳ್ಕೊತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ ಅಲ್ವಾ ಪ್ರಜ್ವಲ್? ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಏನಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ಬಟ್ ಅಟ್ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ನನಗೆ ಒಂದು ಇನ್ಸ್ಪಿರೇಷನ್ ಏನಂದರೆ, ನಿಮ್ಮಿಂದ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬಂದಿದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ನನಗೊಂದು ಇನ್ಸ್ಪಿರೇಷನ್. ನಿಮ್ಮಿಂದ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ನಾನು ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಎಸ್, ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ನೆನಪಾಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಟೋಗಮಿ, ಗೀಟ್ನೋಗಮಿ, ಝೀನೋಗಮಿ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲನೇಷನ್ ಏನು ಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. Okay, direct which one? Autogamy. Okay, so autogamy ge come on, which one is facilitating the autogamy? Yaar facilitating andre na promoting. Which one is promoting na? First of all, cleistogamy. Correct? Cleistogamy is promote that one. The which one? Yes, correct? Cleistogamy. But chasmogamous flowers, you see, cleistogamous flowers, what is the example for cleistogamous flowers? Oxalis, Commelina, Viola. Commelina and Viola. So cleistogamous flowers means what? What is the meaning of cleistogamous? Closed flowers. Nanpidalva? The petals always closed. It never blooms. Correct? It never blooms, that one. That is called them as cleistogamous flowers. Cleistogamous flowers nalli 100% ಏನಾಗುತ್ತಪ್ಪ? Autogamy. But sometimes autogamy also occur in chasmogamous flowers. Meaning? Chasmogamous meaning? Open flowers. ಈ chasmogamous flowers ನಲ್ಲಿ when it is possible chasmogamous flowers? Synchronization between anther and stigma. Okay na? So anther and stigma ಎರಡು ಒಂದೇ ಸತಿ ಮೆಚೂರ್ ಆಯ್ತಂದ್ರೆ that is about in chasmogamous flowers ನಲ್ಲಿ also which one is occurs? Autogamy is occurs. But ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ very very important ಗೊತ್ತಾ ನಿಮಗೆ? Oxalis, Commelina and Viola. ಗೊತ್ತಾ? Okay, but which plant is produces both cleistogamous and chasmogamous flowers?
All three.
Yes, all three produces. Correct? Commelina diagram ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರಾ ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬುಕ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ, ಗೊತ್ತಾ? Commelina aerially they can produce chasmogamous flowers, but underground what type of flowers? Cleistogamous flowers. What is the benefit of the cleistogamous flowers? ಕ್ಲಿಸ್ಟೋಗ್ಯಾಮಸ್ ಫ್ಲವರ್ಸ್ಗೆ ನೋ ನೀಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಪಾಲಿನೇಟರ್ಸ್. ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಪಾಲಿನೇಟರ್ಸ್ ಏನು ಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಬಟ್ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಸೀಡ್ ಸೆಟ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಕ್ಕರ್ಸ್. ಸೀಡ್ ಸೆಟ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಕ್ಕರ್ಸ್ ವಿತೌಟ್ ಇನ್ವಾಲ್ವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ವಿಚ್ ಒನ್? Pollinators. Pollinators. This question direct. Pollinators are does not required. Pollinators are does not required, but seeds formation is takes place in the which plants andre? Cleistogamous plants anta tilkodi. Sana? So that is about the cleistogamous, but chasmogamous type plants only occurs, but synchronizing is important. Clear? Idu? What is the name? Autogamy. ಈಗ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್, ಆಟೋಗಮಿಗೆ ಕಮಾನ್, ಎನಿ vectors or pollinators are required?
No, sir.
No pollinators are required for autogamy, but which one is but which gamy is required for that one? Allogamy. ನೆನಪಿದೆಯಾರಾ allogamy? Yes, allogamy means what? Nothing but cross pollination ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಆಟೋಗಮಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಪಾಲಿನೇಷನ್, allogamy ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಪಾಲಿನೇಷನ್. ಸೊ ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಪಾಲಿನೇಷನ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಗೀಟ್ನೋಗಮಿ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, xenogamy, ಎರಡು allogamy ಕೆಳಗಡೆನೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Which one will come? Geitonogamy and xenogamy. Geitonogamy and xenogamy. Yen difference. Okay? What is meant by geitonogamy? Geitonogamy andrena? The pollination occurs between two flowers of the same plant. But here pollination occurs between two flowers of different plants of the same species. That is what we can call xenogamy. Got it? Autogamy, geitonogamy, xenogamy. ಮೂರು ನಲ್ಲಿ ಕಂಪಲ್ಸರಿ. ವಿಚ್ ಒನ್ ಈಸ್ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಡ್? Pollinators are required. ಈ pollinators are two types, that is called abiotic pollinators and biotic pollinators. ನೆನಪಿದೆಯಾ abiotic and biotic? Abiotic pollinators, come on. Yes, water and wind. First wind ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. Yes, those plants are depend on wind for their pollination. What is the name of that plants? Anemophilous plants anta karitira. Anemophilous anta karitivi, or anemophilous flowers anta karitivi. So anemophilous flowers. ಈ anemophilous flowers ನಲ್ಲಿ what are the adjustments are present? Come on, what are the adjustments are there for anemophilous? Okay, first of all,
Feathery stigma.
very good. Okay, first feathery stigma is present, and the second one in the light and non-sticky pollen grains. Correct? Very important. Non-sticky pollen. Next, third one, that is called, very good, exposed stamens also one of the important. Next one, no nectar and no fragrance. Correct? Nectar ಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, fragrance ಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. These are the adjustments for which flowers? Anemophilous. ಕೆಲವೊಬ್ಬರು ಏನು ಥಿಂಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಂದ್ರೆ anemophilous ಅಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ animals are helpful for pollination. Animals ಅಲ್ಲ, anemophilous meaning wind pollination ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾ? ಇದೇ ಕ್ವಶನ್. ಓಕೆ, the following feature does not exist in the anemophilous flower ಅಂತ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅವಾಗ sticky pollen grains ಅಂತ ಬರುತ್ತಾರೆ. Sticky pollen grains is the character feature of entomophilous flowers. ನೆನಪಿದಲ್ವಾ? entomophily means what? Insect pollination. But non-sticky is the which feature? Anemophilous flowers character features. ನೆನಪಿದೆಯಾ? These are all are very important. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ which one is not the feature of anemophilous flower ಅಂತ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. Which one is not the feature of anemophilous flowers? Got it? Okay, ಈಗ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್, ವಾಟರ್ ಪಾಲಿನೇಷನ್ಗೆ ಏನಂತ ಹೆಸರು? ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ನೇಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ವಾಟರ್ ಪಾಲಿನೇಷನ್? ಹೈಡ್ರೋಫಿಲಿ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಈ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಫಿಲಿ, ಓಕೆನಾ, ಟೂ ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಕರ್ಸ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಎಪಿಹೈಡ್ರೋಫಿಲಿ ಅಂಡ್ ಹೈಪೋಹೈಡ್ರೋಫಿಲಿ ಅಂತ ಟೂ ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ದೇರ್. Epihydrophily means what? The water pollination occur on the surface of water. Examples ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಡ್ರ. ಎಪಿಹೈಡ್ರೋಫಿಲಿಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಇಂದ ವ್ಯಾಲಿಸ್ನೇರಿಯಾ. But hypohydrophilic example in the Zoastera, very important. But anybody can speak idralli which one is a monoicous plant, which one is a dioecious plant here? Vallisneria. Gottara, Vallisneria is a dioecious plant. Okay, idralli mechanism hinge irutte. What is the mechanism of this? Gottara? So Vallisneria, it is a submerged or free floating? ಸಬ್ಮರ್ಜ್ಡ್. ಇದು ವೆರಿ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ವ್ಯಾಲೆಸ್ನೇರಿಯಾ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ. ವ್ಯಾಲೆಸ್ನೇರಿಯಾ. ಸೊ ವ್ಯಾಲೆಸ್ನೇರಿಯಾ ಇಸ್ ಎ ಸಬ್ಮರ್ಜ್ಡ್. ವ್ಯಾಲೆಸ್ನೇರಿಯಾ ಇಸ್ ಎ ವ್ಯಾಲೆಸ್ನೇರಿಯಾ is a which one? Submerged ಏನದು? ಹೈಡ್ರೋಫೈಟ್. Submerged hydrophyte. Correct? In this Vallisneria, come on, the male and female plants are separate. You see, this is called the mass male plant and the tilkoli. This one is what we can call female plant at the tilkoli. This is called female plant. Okay? So male plant, it will produce the inflorescence like this. Inflorescence. Inflorescence nalli they will produce the male flowers. But did you know female flower is having, okay, this is about the female flower. Noditane, this is called female flower. This inflorescence, this male plant, this female plant, male plant and the female plant, male plant and female plant. Okay, so when the male plant is producing inflorescence, they can separate their flowers. These flowers are come to the water level. You see, this is about the flower anta tilkoda. These flowers anta tilkoli. Okay, itara flowers are there. Flowers idu. Ee flowers through the water floating, it will be reached that one up to the which one? Up to the female. Up to the female flower they can reach it. Idea ಎರಡು submerged plants but submerged plants ನಲ್ಲಿ which type of hydrophily occurs? Epihydrophily occurs. Epihydrophily occurs. Epihydrophily meaning the pollination takes place on the water surface. Water surface nalli pollination occurs. This is very very important for them. Got the clarity? Okay. So now this is important and very very important. Female flower, it is having long stalk is there. In long stalk they can keep that one. They can keep the flower in the water surface. This is important. Okay, when the pollination occurs, automatically what is happened? And these spring means what? This is called the as pedicel of the flower. If pedicel is become more spring and it will become down. When they will come down? When the pollination is completed. When the pollination is completed, it will become down and this female flower, they can produce a fruit. They can produce a fruit. Clear? Idro totally male female flowers separated in the which one? Vallisneria. But Joostera is also submerged plant, correct? This submerged plant, they can produce the flowers in the water itself only, correct? But water nalli who will protect the pollen grains? Water nalli who will protect mucilaginous part, correct? Okay, na? Mucilaginous part, mainly ribbon like pollen grains irutte gotta. Ribbon like pollen grains, they can reach that from the female flower. Okay, they can reach the another flower. This is called hypohydrophilia anta karitara. Hypo means what? Below water it is occurs. That is example is Joostera. But all hydrophytes nalli hydrophilia only occurs. All hydrophytes nalli hydrophilia occurs. No. Can you speak out? Come on now. Can you speak out some of the hydrophytic plants? It will be perform that on the entomophily. Can you speak out?
Water lily.
Very good. Water lily and water hyacinth also, even Neelambo also. Neelambo means what? Lotus. Lotus also hydrophytic plant, but they are not depend upon water for pollination. They depend upon insects. Insect pollination. Very very important. Okay na? What is the name of that plants? Sea lily. Next one is Neelambo. Water hyacinth. Or it is also called Eichhornia only completely. Which one is occurs? Entomophily is occur. Entomophily means what? Insect pollination. Ivella nenpitkolli sa. Clear? Ivella pollination is completed. Pollination only abiotic factors only complete. Abiotic factors only complete. ಈಗ biotic factors ಇದನ್ನು okay it is also dioecious just here. Got it? So mainly ribbon like pollen grains are present. Ivella adjustments are ribbon like pollen grains. Second one in the mucilaginous coat is present around the pollen grains to protect from water. Clear? ಈಗ next biotic factors. So abiotic factor is our. By abiotic factors andre which one will come? Abiotic factors andre wind and water is over. Wind and water is over. Wind and water is over. Okay? ನೆನಪಿದಲ್ಲ ವೆದರ್ ಈ ಸ್ಟಿಗ್ಮಾ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಮತ್ತೆ ನೋ ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಆರ್ ಯು ರಿಮೆಂಬರಿಂಗ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಿಸ್? ಈಗ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಬಯೋಟಿಕ್ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್. ಬಯೋಟಿಕ್ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಏನೋ? ಸೊ ಟೋಟಲಿ ಲಿವಿಂಗ್ ಆರ್ಗನಿಸಮ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ಫುಲ್ ಫಾರ್ ಪಾಲಿನೇಷನ್. ಈ ಲಿವಿಂಗ್ ಆರ್ಗನಿಸಮ್ಸ್ ಆರ್, it is not same, different types are there. The first of all, insect pollination. Insect pollination is what we can call entomophily. Entomophily anta karitira. Okay? Entomophily. So insects attend ಆಗಬೇಕು, ಆರ್ ಇನ್ಸೆಕ್ಟ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ಲಿ ಫ್ಲವರ್ನ ವಿಸಿಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ದೇ ಶುಡ್ ಶೋ ಸಮ್ ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಶೋನ್ ಬೈ ಎಂಟಮೋಫಿಲಸ್ ಫ್ಲವರ್ಸ್? ಕಲರ್ಫುಲ್ ಪೆಟಲ್ಸ್. Second, yes, one good fragrance and good nectar. Next, pollen grains ಹೆಂಗಿರ್ಬೇಕಪ್ಪ? Sticky pollen grains. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ಸೆಕ್ಟ್ ಬಾಡಿಗೆ ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು ತಾನೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ sticky pollen grains are present.
Flowers are grouped.
Correct? Suppose if the flowers are small, all flowers are completely close together, and what they will form? What they will form? Inflorescence. Inflorescence. ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಸರಿನಾ? ಗುಡ್ ನೆಕ್ಟಾರ್, ಗುಡ್ ಫ್ರಾಗ್ನೆನ್ಸ್ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಇನ್ಸೆಕ್ಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಅಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್. ಬಟ್ some of the pollinators they have to come. Okay? Yes. Please close the door. Okay? Close the door. Some of the pollinators they have to come to the flower. They are visit the flower, but they are not performing pollination.
Nectar robbers.
Yes, that is called pollen robbers anta karitira. Pollen robbers ಅಂದರೆ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಪೋಲನ್ ಕ್ರೇನ್ಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಮಾತ್ರ ಬಂದು ಆ ಪೋಲನ್ ಗ್ರೇನ್ಸ್ ತಿನ್ನುತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಫ್ಲವರ್ಗೆ ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದಲ್ಲ? ಹೋಗಲ್ಲ. ಓನ್ಲಿ ದೇ ಆರ್ ದ ಪ್ಯಾರಾಸೈಟ್ಸ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ವಾಟ್? ಪೋಲನ್ ರಾಬರ್ಸ್. Pollen robbers are helpful for pollination? No. You see, some of the birds are there visiting. Some of the insects also visiting only for the sake of eating of the pollen grains. Why? Because pollen grains are the good source of which one? Nutrition. Means mainly proteins. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ pollen syrups, pollen tablets we are using, athletics race ನಲ್ಲಿ their performance improve ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಈ pollen tablets ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. Yes or no? Even horse riding ನಲ್ಲಿ also horse performance improve ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಈ pollen tablets ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ನೋಡ್ತಿಲ್ಲ the significance of pollen grains. Now pollen syrup also there appa, pollen syrup. But pollen syrup is a good source of which one? Proteins. Okay, na? So that is, what is the use of proteins? Proteins are helpful for bodybuilding appa. Bodybuilding means what? Muscle development nalli proteins. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಮಸಿಲ್ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಮಸಿಲ್ ಕಾಂಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ರಿಲ್ಯಾಕ್ಸೇಷನ್ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? Yes. Okay. So this is about the entomophily. Entomophily ಜೊತೆಗೆ which one also there are? That is called ornithophy. Ornithophy meaning birds pollination. Mainly hummingbirds is helpful for what? Okay. Next one, chiropterophy. Means what? Bats. Next one, myrmecophy. Ants. Myrmecophy, that is called. Yes, that is what we can call snakes. Melacophy. Snails. Melacophy. Snails. Vella different types. Even ophiophilia also there are snakes. Ophiophilia. Yes, snakes also. Ekandre some snakes are present on good fragrant producing plants. Some correct. Mallige alla innondu some other plant is there. This xerophytic plants, but ಈಗ now not visible. ಈಗ ನಾಗರ ಹಾವು ಹೂವು ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾ? ನೋಡಿದ್ರಾ ನಾಗರ ಹಾವು? ನೋಡಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾಗರ ಹಾವು ಥರನೇ ಇರ್ತಪ್ಪ ಟೋಟಲಿ. ಇದು ಅದಂದರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟಮೆನ್ಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಲುಕ್ಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಎ ಹುಡ್. ದೇರ್ ovaries looks like a ಶಿವಲಿಂಗ. And their anthers are looks like hood. As it is, it visible. ಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಮೈಸೂರು ಹೋಯ್ತಂದರೆ ಮೈಸೂರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಮೈಸೂರು ಪ್ಯಾಲೇಸ್ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ, ಮೈಸೂರು ಪ್ಯಾಲೇಸ್ ಮುಂದುಗಡೆ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಪಾರ್ಕ್ ಇದೆ. ಆ ಪಾರ್ಕ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಮರ ಇದೆ, ನಾಗರ ಹಾವು ಮರ. ಓಕೆ, ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಶೋ. ಹೌದು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಒಫಿಯೋಫಿಲಿ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀರಾ, ಸ್ನೇಕ್ಸ್ ಪಾಲಿನೇಷನ್. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ಇಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗಿರ ಪಾಲಿನೇಷನ್ವರೆಗೂ ಟುಡೇ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಐ ಫಿನಿಶ್ಡ್. ಅರ್ಧ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಐ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟೆಡ್. ಸೊ ಹಾಫ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್. Okay, finished. Today class this much is enough. Tomorrow we can discuss.